On today's live daily news, find out what happens when your kid skips too many days of school. A power outage left San Angelo's rich and powerful in the dark for hours last night, and Congressman August Pfluger wants answers from Elon Musk. Plus, we have an interview with the San Angelo Republican women you don't want to miss. All this plus more. I'm Joe Hyde, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in a second, but first, the Greater San Angelo Arts Guild will be having their holiday market this Saturday at the San Angelo Fairgrounds. That's at the First Financial Pavilion, starting at 9 a.m. There you can find whatever you're looking for this holiday season. This year, they have a variety of booths that will have holiday decorations and items from painters, crafters, leather workers, and so much more. Also, I should mention that they will have a free hourly raffle. All of this is Saturday at the First Financial Pavilion. The fun kicks off at 9 a.m. and will go on until 5 p.m. Entry is free, so go out there for the Angelo Arts Guild. A crash involving a San Angelo police volunteer vehicle occurred today on South Jackson Street in the Chicken District of San Angelo. According to the San Angelo Police Department, the driver of the city vehicle was leaving Rosa's when the driver of a brown vehicle traveling northbound on Jackson crashed into it. This happened between Rosa's and Chipotle. A written warning was issued and no one was transported to the hospital. The crash caused a backup of traffic, which police were directing all over that area between Knickerbocker and South Jackson. The mother of two San Angelo ISD students landed herself in jail on Monday. According to the jail logs, 27-year-old Angelica Gonzalez was arrested and booked into the jail for a number of crimes, including contempt of court, theft of property, and get this one, contributing to non-attendance from San Angelo ISD. Gonzalez also had 5 warrants for failing to appear in court. The mother stayed in jail for a solid 3 hours before being released on a personal recognizance bond. If you live in the uppity district, that is the Bluffs in San Angelo, then you may have noticed that your stove clock blinking this morning was a real thing. Well, if you did see your stove clock blinking or that microwave clock, it was because there was a large blackout in that area overnight. AEP, our electric company, reported at about midnight last night that over 5,000 residences had reported electrical outages. The area affected included the Bluffs, some of northwest San Angelo, and the Hotel District. During the blackout, a local fire department was called to an elevator rescue at the Candlewood Suites. It is unknown what caused the issue, but don't worry, the Keurig machine still worked this morning because AEP had restored all the power by about 3:30 a.m. Our congressman wants Elon Musk to let him know when the Biden administration attempts to collude with Twitter to suppress your free speech. Congressman August Pfluger penned a letter to the new Twitter CEO, also known as the Chief Twit, to encourage Elon Musk to restore free speech on that social media platform. Twitter spent most of the past decade babysitting us and telling us what we could think and say and not say or think. While this was happening, Twitter became a clearinghouse for Antifa to organize mostly peaceful protests. Remember those? That burned down entire sections of some of America's largest cities. Pfluger sits on various important House committees like Foreign Affairs and Homeland Security. How big tech is wielding its muscle to influence our politics will be a big issue for the Republican House when they take over in 2023. Meanwhile, if you haven't visited the new and improved Elon Musk Twitter, give it a try. We're having more fun there than we are on Facebook right now. Follow at San Angelo Live on Twitter, and you can watch this show on Twitter live every weekday at 4 p.m. too. Another show you can watch on San Angelo Live Twitter is Cover One. This week we will be in Lubbock for the Wall Hawks football game. It's a playoff game. The Hawks will have made it to one step closer to the state championships. They're about 2 games away. But to keep going, they'll have to beat the Canadian Wildcats. For how they can pull that off, well, here's analyst James Bellini. James?
Thanks, Joe. Ryan Chadwick and I made the short trip out to Wall, Texas yesterday and had a really good conversation with Hawks head coach Houston Guy. Before we get to that, though, last week the Hawks took on the Idalou Wildcats and won 30-0 in Sweetwater. Sophomore quarterback Gunnar Dillard went 3 for 7 for 29 yards and threw a touchdown pass. The run-heavy Hawks, though, toted the ball 59 total times for 331 yards and 3 scores courtesy of Nathan Pepper and Matthew Steen. Ryan Allen was on the receiving end of all 3 of those passes from his quarterback. As good as the offense was, the Wall defense is playing lights out. They had 81 total tackles, 10 from Dylan Gidney, 9 from Jaden Sellers and Brylan White, 8 from David Thompson and Ethan Mikowitz, and 7 from Caleb Vallis. The Hawks had 9 quarterback pressures and 3 sacks, 2 from White and 1 from Mikowitz. Vallis, Allen, and Jones each had an interception, while White had a caused fumble, and Grayson Tanner and Jones each had a fumble recovery. Now let's go ahead and get to that interview with Coach Guy. He talks about the Idalou game and their upcoming game against the Canadian Wildcats.
All right, I'm here with head coach Houston Guy of the Wall Hawks, playing a pretty decent matchup this week against Canadian. Coach, just talk about your team a little bit last week.
You know, we were kind of concerned with the weather. The weather came out, turned out to be really nice. As we were driving up there, it was raining like crazy. Once we got there, it was still raining like crazy. But as the game progressed, you know, the weather kind of cleared up a little bit. It got a little more sunshine to come out and almost where you could take your jacket off. And I thought our kids, from the very beginning, they came out, played lights out. Defensively, we got after them pretty good from the very beginning to the very end. Offensively, we came out and moved the ball well. We didn't score our first drive. We scored our second drive, and just added to it as the half, right before the half. And I thought our kids are playing really well right now. I think we're peaking at the right time, and I think we're playing good.
Okay, Coach, moving into the next round, y'all got a pretty tough team from the Panhandle coming down.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of them?
You know, they're going to be, well coached. They're going to be very disciplined. They're going to be very athletic. You know, it's one of those teams. Canadians been kind of the team to beat in this region for the last 10 to 12 years, and maybe longer than that. You know, it's one of those things you always hear about them. We've never had the opportunity to play them before, so we really are just relying on the film that we got from the coaches. So all we know right now is they're going to play fast. They're going to be very athletic. They're going to be very good, and they're going to put pressure on you to get lined up defensively to make sure you cover all the receivers and the adjustments that they're trying to make. They'll try to fool you. They'll run a lot of reverses. Defensively, they're going to play very aggressive. You know, they're not real multiple. They're going to play their defense, and they're not moving. They're really confident in what they do. They're confident in how they play, and they play fast and aggressive. And so, you know, we got our work cut out. This is a very good ball club that we're fixing to play on Friday.
All right, Coach, well, let's talk about y'all's defense for a minute.
Okay.
Finally got under that 7 points allowed per game. I think it's at like 6.7 points allowed. That's you know, it's probably one of the best in the state, especially at this point.
I would take them against anybody right now. I think these guys are playing super fast. They're real confident in what they do. They're very well coached with those guys that are on that side of the ball. Those Coach Slaughter, Coach White, and Coach Warren. Those guys do a great job coaching our kids, and our kids play fast too. Our kids play very aggressive. You better have your offensive line schooled on picking up blitzes and picking up different fronts, because they're very multiple. They do a great job of playing sound football, but yet playing very fast football.
Coach, what do you think it's going to take for y'all to take home that W to move on into the semifinals?
You know, we're going to have to keep their offense off the field. We need to put drives together where we're making first downs and eventually, you know, put that ball in the end zone. We need to score some points. Defensively, we just got to keep everything in front of us. Don't get fooled by a formation. Keep a man on their best receivers and keep their quarterback in check. Their quarterback is probably the best quarterback we've played all year long. Reminds me a lot of the Cisco quarterback, but throws the ball a lot better. And has better weapons around him. And so we got to work cut out both sides of the ball.
Okay, Coach, last question here. That drive to Lubbock is a little bit longer than maybe what y'all are used to. Do you have something planned for, like a specific game plan for the travel day? Are y'all going to take a break of practice anywhere, or are you just going to make the trip?
No, we're just going to make the trip and go. You know, our kids, they're used to making long trips, you know, whether it be out west for district ball games or long playoff games, or, you know, games that we've been in the bus for about 3 hours. They're used to that. It's pretty common for these kids.
Well, thank you, Coach Guy.
Hey, thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you, sir.
Joe Hyde and Ryan Chadwick will be at the game, so tune in to Cover One this Friday for Hawk updates. Plus, we'll have exclusive coach interviews, scores, highlights, and more at around 4, 8, and 10 o'clock. Only on SanJoeLive.com.
For more than 25 years, Carpetech has been serving our customers and communities with floor care and emergency restoration services. I'm Cade Simmons. Thank you for welcoming Carpetech and my family to the Concho Valley. We look forward to serving you.
Welcome back to the show. We have two very special guests here. Every month we have the San Angelo Republican women in here, whether it be Kelly Duncan or Debbie Cross. But today we have two newcomers. It's Lupe Gomez and Becky Long with the San Angelo Republican women. Guys, how are we doing?
We're great.
Great.
Awesome.
Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you eat a lot of turkey, see a lot of family?
Definitely. A lot of dessert, yes.
There you go. Well, Thanksgiving's over. Christmas season is upon us. But between here and there, we have a San Angelo Republican meeting where you guys are going to be doing some holiday stuff. First, let's talk about that. At your guys' meeting, you are going to be having a special guest. So who is that special guest?
Well, the meeting is December 5th at the VFW at 6 o'clock, and we're going to do installation of new officers. And Kit Whitehill, who is the president of Texas Federation of Republican Women, is going to be the person swearing in the new officers.
That's very exciting. Last time we had you guys on the show, we had Kelly Duncan and Debbie, and that's the old president and the new president now. And now we're doing the same thing with the treasurer seat.
Yes.
You used to be the treasurer, and now you're about
I'm
to be the
new one.
treasurer
Yes,
doing. So,
yes.
What's that transition going to be like?
Well, I'm going to have to sit down with her and talk to her about the January
Yes.
submission to the Ethics Commission.
Wow. Oh, that sounds serious.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
what do you think? What do you think's the future as one of the top heads now in San Angelo Republican? What's the future of the San Angelo Republican women?
Well, we have a lot of speakers coming in for next year. And in January, we'll have the Sheriff Nick Hanna. And then from February, probably till about April, we're going to have the candidates that are running for the city and school elections.
That's
so
right.
We'll have them.
Yeah, that's right. And April is when early voting starts. Once again, it seems like we just
know,
got
we
done
just
voting. Yeah, but it is about time where city council members and
Yes.
school board members are going to be up. Seats are going to be up for grabs. So
Yes.
there's not been a lot of names thrown out there,
No,
of course.
no.
But are you expecting a bunch of people are going to be running for stuff?
Well, hopefully we get some newcomers that are going to do some great things.
And hopefully we're going to get some conservative.
Yeah,
School
well,
board members.
if you want to win in San Angelo, I mean, if you've been paying attention for the last, 20,000 years in San Angelo, if you're not a conservative, you're probably not going to win. So we'll see what all happens in that. But this upcoming Monday, y'all are not only having the speaker, y'all are doing an event where y'all are going to be doing things for the local homeless shelter.
Right.
Or the soup kitchen, I should
The soup
say.
kitchen.
Yeah,
yes.
the soup kitchen. We're bringing gloves, toboggans, scarves for both children and adults.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to have our future president, Debbie Cross, works at the soup kitchen on Christmas Day, and she's going to deliver those, all the things that we collect that day.
That's really exciting. I mean, everyone would love to just sit at home and spend Christmas with their family, but to give a little bit back
Yes.
to somebody who may be in need of something just as simple as a pair of socks,
Yes.
can go so far,
Yes.
and that's what you guys are doing.
Yes. So if you're interested, please come to our meeting and bring some of those things with you.
Yeah, you also are looking for something else just to get the Christmas spirit there at the Republican Women. What's that?
Right. The poinsettias.
Yes.
We're going to
yes.
have poinsettias on the tables, and if you'd like to give a donation to San Angelo Republican Women and take a poinsettia, you can.
Very cool, very cool. So what better way to get this Christmas season started than on Monday than going down there to the VFW Hall for the San Angelo Republican Women. One more time, guys, go ahead and let them know where this thing is going to be at, what time to be there, and to find more information, where to go.
Okay, well, we'll be at the VFW.
Okay.
If you don't know the address, it's 125 South Browning. It's this coming Monday on the 5th, and we start at 6 p.m. And also we will have a soup supper. So
Oh,
come
that's
along.
right.
Yeah, a soup
Yes.
supper.
Yeah, I heard
Yes.
you're going to whip
Yeah.
up something good there. Yeah,
Yes.
Gonna try.
Green
yeah
chili,
we're going to try a
green
little
chili
bit.
stew.
Green chili stew.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah, going to be good. I remember that's December 5th. Guys, how do you find information about you guys? Do you have a Facebook? Do you have a website?
Yes,
Where
we
do you
do.
find that?
We do have a Facebook page, and we have a. Don't we have a website?
The website, I don't have that on me.
Well, either way, you can find them on the San Angelo Republican Women Facebook.
Facebook.
It's very simple. Just look up there. And
Yes.
that's where you're going to find all their
Yeah.
events. This is not, just a one-time deal. Go every single month. Y'all's membership keeps growing and growing and
Yes,
growing.
yes.
And what can people expect just on a normal basis if they show up to this thing?
Well, a lot of you'll meet new people. You'll make new friends. You meet people that have the same beliefs that you do. Patriots.
And we
There you go.
always honor our veterans.
Yes.
And our elected officials, and we also we.
Well, we
Well,
also
I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It's not. It's just because it's the San Angelo Republican Women doesn't mean it's just for women.
Yes.
No.
I've been to this thing multiple times, and you always. I like to go because you never know what you're going to learn. You're always going to figure out something new. And if you like to stay up to date with the local politics
Yes.
or even state politics, because sometimes if you watch nothing but Fox News and all that stuff, it's just national news run over and over and over, and you kind of
Yes.
miss out on some of that stuff that's going on in the state. So this is a great place to go and figure out exactly what's going on right from the grassroots, and
Well,
that's you guys.
Yes.
Kit, Kit Whitehill will probably be telling us a lot of state issues
Okay.
that are coming up.
What
Maybe before
does
the-
she? What do you think that she's going to have in mind? Do you think?
Well, maybe about the Congress, the state Congress and House of Representatives and whatnot, what bills they've got coming up.
Coming up for their big session.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, coming
Right.
up for the big session.
Awesome. Well, one more time, go see the San Angelo Republican Women down there at the VFW Hall on Monday for their end of the year meeting, looking to end the year strong.
Yes, yes, we
Yes,
are.
All right.
and come get a bowl of soup.
Come get a bowl of soup. That's right. Bring some socks because they're going to help the homeless out this Christmas. That's only with the San Angelo Republican Women. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And
You're
we'll
welcome for
we'll
having
probably
us.
just see you guys again next month. How about it?
Okay.
Sounds great.
All right, sounds good. Back to you guys in the studio. When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the live daily news at 4 p.m. brought to you by San Angelo Live. We're live streamed every day, every weekday on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and our website. And you can catch the reruns of our program all for the rest of the time as long as they're up on YouTube or on our website. But this is the live daily TV news show. Thanks for watching.